So good evening. We are back again with an unexpected video. If I'm being completely honest, my phone's been going absolutely nuts. Whilst I was recording a video for tomorrow about Noel Clarke, 8 a.m. UK time, that video will be dropping. So make sure you notifications on, sub to the channel, thumbs up the video, share the content, leave your thoughts, feelings, and comments down below on all of the videos. I dropped a video about Mason Greenwood earlier. And then obviously we're doing this one now, tomorrow that one. But we have some breaking news. We have breaking news that Andrew and Tristan Tate have been, or are to be, moved to house arrest with immediate effect. A judge in Romania has ruled this. I'm going to read this off of the BBC website. I'd love to know your thoughts and feelings on this as well. But like I said, this is bbc.com, BBC News. Controversial social media. Controversial is the new buzzword for saying it as it is. But anyway, we digress. Controversial social media influencer Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan are to be moved from custody to house arrest with immediate effect, a Romanian judge has ruled. The ruling by the Court of Appeal in Bucharest replaces the latest period of custody, which was due to end on the 29th of April. Two associates, Georgiana Nagel and Luana Radu, are also being released. All four have been ordered to stay in the buildings where they live unless they have judicial permission to leave. The brothers have been detained since December, which we know, and are being investigated on allegations of rape, people trafficking, and forming an organized crime group. Both have denied their wrongdoing. Lawyers for Mr. Tate have argued that keeping them in preventive custody is unnecessarily harsh when other judicial options, such as house arrest, are available. Leaked court documents seen by the BBC outline testimony from alleged victims to be forced to earn £8,800 a month on social media platforms under the alleged threat of violence. Court papers also described debts being used as a form of psychological coercion. Since investigations began last April, 6 women have been identified by prosecutors as victims. However, no charges have yet been brought against the brothers or the 2 Romanian associates who were also arrested alongside them. In 2016, Mr. Tate, a British-American former kickboxer, was removed from British TV Big Brother. I don't know why they're going down this route. Over a video which appeared, I know why they're going down, appeared of him showing him attacking a woman. He went on to gain notoriety, blah, 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 blah. Right, let's just go back to that very quickly because the BBC have very, very, very cleverly dropped that in there as if to say, well, this is being accused, so now we drop that in from Big Brother in 2016. The actual woman involved has come out multiple times and said, I enjoyed it. In fact, next time, do it harder. But this is how things get put out there and how the world works today, unfortunately. Despite many social media bans, Andrew Tate gained his popularity, particularly among young men, by promoting what is presented as a hyper-masculine, ultra-luxurious lifestyle. No. Who wrote this article? Let's go back to the top. Does it tell me who wrote it? It doesn't tell me the name of the person who wrote that, but it's obviously a very quick article that has been just quickly thrown out there. Let's just say this and throw that in from 2016 with no context behind that whatsoever, which is why I'm here. Because the Big Brother thing, the woman that was actually involved in that video, which was from previously, actually came out many, many times and said, no, actually, I enjoyed that. Yeah, I actually liked that. I actually wanted more. Yeah. But again, social justice warriors that all claim to be mental health advocates are all sitting on social media waiting for stories like this to pop out so they can just attack in mass and not a care in the world for mental health back for these guys or any other guys that they try to cause mass pylons on. And it's kind of mad when you deep it. Listen, at the end of the day, they've been in there for 4 months. And in Romanian law, you can only stay there for 6 months. And obviously, as it stands right now, there's no new evidence been presented. There's no new evidence on the table. So why are you keeping them there? Why are you putting them in an environment which is just weird to put them in when there is no new evidence on the table, and it's taking you 4 months to get to a decision to say, well, actually, let's release him to house arrest, when you could have just done this in the first place, which is what most people with limited evidence on the table and no new evidence coming to light, no testimonies against, would have had happen to them. I understand the flip side of that. I get the fact that they are massively influential on social media, and I get that you could go down the route of it's for their protection. But I mean, come on. They're both ex-kickboxers. Yeah, kickboxers even. I can't get my words out. You know, I'm that excited they've been released. I can't even get my words out. Ex-kickboxers. And I'm sure they've got security level 100. I'm sure they've got cameras all around their gaff. Like, it's kind of mad. It's kind of mad how it has taken this long, in my opinion, for this to get to this stage. And listen, whether you like them or not, yeah, I've watched a lot of their content. Especially Andrew's content. Tristan does a lot less, obviously, but I've watched a lot of their content. And do you know what? For the most part, I agree with what they say. Maybe 85, 90% of what they say, I think, oh, well, you're right. Do you know what? You've got a point. Do you know what? I actually get your logic, because they back it with logic, especially Andrew as well. Like I said, he puts out more than Tristan. So, but they have captured the minds, the hearts, the souls, whatever you want to call it, of millions, hundreds of millions, in fact, of young guys that felt, actually, I ain't got a way out, but these guys are telling me I have, and boosting them. And then people then go, actually, I'm going gym. I mean, I'm 11 stone, 10 and a half stone dripping wet. I ain't been in the gym for time. I do need to go gym. But at the same time, you go to the gym, you look better, you feel better, you eat better, you're drinking less alcohol, you're not doing drugs, whatever is your poison. And it is actually true. Some of the things they say, I think, that's a bit wild. But at the same time, I'm not judge, jury, and executioner. I listen to people that I think, do you know what? You've got a valid point, mate. Yeah, and I'll take you on your points if you can back them with logic, which is what they do. Now, listen, we don't know what happened here. We don't know how it's got to this. We don't know what they may or may not have done. The one thing I do know is that there's very, very limited evidence here from what I've been reading, what I've been seeing in YouTube videos, etc., etc. And the fact that they've been released after 4 months of being in jail, when there's no new evidence, no new people coming forward, none of this, they can't build a solid case. They've only got 2 months left in Romanian law. 6 months they can only hold them for without taking them to court. Tells me exactly the same. Now, listen, I may be proven completely wrong. They may have done some madness, and I'll sit here and do another video and say, do you know what? I was wrong about that, and I was wrong about them, and they're bang out of order for X, Y, Z. But until that gets presented to me and put on the table, and it's actually happened, it's gone through a court, and they've actually been charged and sentenced, it's all he said, she said, hearsay, could have, should have, didn't, maybe, would have. Like, it's all a load of irrelevance. And this is social media. And I'm getting more and more sick and tired of this. Listen, I work in social media. This is my job. I'm a YouTuber. Yeah, this is not my main channel. This is my second channel, like I said. But at the same time, you have these social media warriors, justice warriors that want to preach about morals and respect. And they're all doing it on iPhones. They're all doing it wearing Adidas or Nike. They're all ordering off of Amazon and other, like, come on. Let's not be the idiots here. Yeah. Every single person on the planet has done something they shouldn't have done. Every single person on the planet has done or said something they shouldn't have done. Every single person on the planet has done a madness at some point in their life, whether that be, I'll give an example. Most people on the planet have driven in a car, if they've got a license, or without a license, by the way. So there's one thing. But if they have got a license or without a license, and sent a text or picked up the phone. But that's on a tiny little minuscule scale, right at the bottom. It's in the seaweed. It's down there. Yeah, it's in the swamp. It's gone. But these people will sit there and preach to you about something. Okay, well, you've done something as well. The only difference is yours ain't come to light. Yeah, so let's all not sit here and pretend we're all perfect. Now, the fact and reality is, as it stands right now, and I only deal in absolutes and facts. Now, as it stands right now, they've not been sentenced. They've actually been released. So until something comes, new evidence, new factual information, not just a load of people that don't like somebody online, until that comes, I'm only going off of what I've seen and my experiences watching and listening to their content. Yeah. Until something is put on the table to tell me actually they're wrong-uns, then I'm not going to change my opinion on them. Just because hundreds of thousands or millions of people don't like them, don't mean I don't have to like them. So when you've got a friendship group, yeah, don't bring Johnny to the party tonight, mate. I don't like him. Yeah. So you go, well, I like him, mate. Yeah. So I'm bringing him. Yeah, I'm bringing him. If you don't like him, don't talk to him when he gets here. But he's my pal as well, and you're my pal, and we're not 14. Yeah, we're not 12. We're not 5-year-olds in a playground. I get over it. Yeah, this social media warriors, social justice crap needs to end. Yeah, because they're out here ruining people's lives. They're out here trolling people. And listen, it may come to light they've done a madness, but the fact is they've got many, many testimonies that have been out there from people that are close to them, have been close to them, worked under them, worked for them, worked with them in businesses. And most of them, if not all of them, are glowing references of these people. But then you get oh yeah, but that's because they paid them. No, that's mental gymnastics in your head, mate. Yeah, until something's factually on the table and they're factually convicted and sentenced, it's all a load of BS. Get over it. Anyway, you know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on the Tates being released to house arrest. And I'm sure when they do their next video, which I don't know whether that's going to be allowed or not, because listen, it's only just breaking news. I don't know whether they're allowed to go and do videos. No, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. But when they do their first video, that's going to break the internet. But it is what it is. Listen, make sure you check out the previous videos, sub to the channel, share the content, and let me know your feelings down below. We're out of here, people. 8 a.m. tomorrow. Noel Clark video. Again, cancelled for what? Nada. We're out of here. Laters. Adios.